and welcome to another Ryan Sports Views. Tonight I'm reviewing New England Revolution 2, NYCFC 2, New York City FC win 5-3, 3-5, 5-3 in penalties in the Eastern Conference Semifinal of the 2021 MLS Cup playoffs. New York wins and upsets the Revolution, and honestly, it's well-deserved. It's a well-deserved win, but we'll get into it. In the 3rd minute, Santiago Rodriguez, ball gets crossed in, he's free. He scorpion kicks, side kicks the ball into the net past Matt Turner. 1-0 New York. In the 9th minute, ball crossed in for Adam Buksa. He heads it in past Sean Johnson to make it 1-1. That's the way we go into halftime, full-time, and halftime of the extra time. Then, in 110th minute, Tati Castellanos, ball crossed in by Thorarensen. Tati gets ahead on it, heads it in. Sort of could have gone off Jones's shoulder, but it doesn't matter. 1-2, New York. But New England has a chance because Tati Castellanos gets a second yellow in the 113th minute. He gets sent off after a foul on Brandon By. Gets sent off, a bad foul. A definite yellow card foul, and he knows it. You see his reaction. He knows he got sent off. As soon as he gets up and sees the ref, he's like, oh no, I'm off. And he's off. Get on now, and then he does. Then in the 119th minute, Tajon Buchanan says, no, I'm not letting you end my goodbye tour this way. Gets in, ball crossed in. He hits it into the far post. Off the volley, 2-2. That's the way it would go after extra time. We go to penalties. New York City takes first. Alfredo Morales puts it to the left side of the net. Matt Turner goes the right way, but Morales just gets it a bit further past 1-0. Carles Gil takes his penalty. Sean Johnson goes the opposite way. Carles Gil puts it the other corner, 1-1. Thiago Andrade gets a goal. Matt Turner goes the same way, but he gets it into the corner. 2-1. Adam Buksa has it. Gets saved by Sean Johnson. 2-1. Ismail Tajori Shradi. Matt Turner doesn't get down quick enough. He goes the right way, but it just goes a little bit under Matt Turner to make it 3-1. T.L. Bunbury scores his with power and pace. 3-2. Maxi Morales scores his, easy as you like. You knew he was. 4-2. DeJuan Jones scores his. 4-3. Then Alexander Cayens comes up and he bangs it into the back of the net to win the penalty shootout. Matt Turner could do nothing about it. Hit with pace. 5-3. That's the way it would end. 2-2, 5-3, 3-5 New York on penalties. Stats were as follows. 15 shots to 16. 4 shots on goal to 4. 43% possession to 57% possession. 424 passes to 600. 77% pass accuracy to 80. 22 fouls to 19. 2 yellow cards to 3. 0 red cards to 1. 0 offside to 2. 4 corners to 4. This game, honestly, New York was the best team. Slightly. They were the better team. Both teams had their moments. Both teams had their chances, and both teams were pretty much equal, but I think New York took the game to New England. They took the game to the Revs. They did. There was no question about it. They took the game to them. They wanted to win this game. They didn't just want to sneak out with a penalty win or a 2-1 win. No. The way New York played, you knew they wanted this more than anything. They believed in themselves. They weren't afraid about being the 4th seed. They weren't afraid to be the team who's coming into New England. They weren't afraid to be the underdogs. They wanted to win this game. And they did. I thought they were the better team. New England had rust, and they just never broke out of it until the red card. Yes, Buksa got an early goal to tie it up. But honestly, until that red card happened, you did not see this year's New England team pop up. And Tajon did it all himself, frankly. He figured out how to win this game. Or draw this game. And I thought it was enough, but New York wins a penalty shootout. Anything can happen in penalty shootouts, and I didn't know how New England was in a penalty shootout. I didn't completely write off New York. Most New York fans were. Me, I'm like, I don't know how good New England is in a penalty shootout. They couldn't even get to Gustavo Bo. And Bo honestly ghosted. He did. Gustavo Bo ghosted. Simple as. Adam Buxa was good. Carles Heel, he showed up to a certain extent. DeJuan Jones looked pretty good. Tajon Buchanan, I thought he looked great. Matt Turner, this is not on him. Even though he didn't save anything in the penalty shootout, he did go to the right way like 3 or 4 times. He went the right way. It's just luck that he didn't save one of those penalties. And if he does, that goes to a sudden death. And we'll see what happens there. But I'm not blaming this on Matt Turner, and I don't think anybody should. Hell, I don't really know who to blame this on. I don't think there's anybody to blame this on. As a New England fan, you could say Bo ghosted, but honestly, they were doing fine. Carles Heel looked good. Adam Buxa scores a goal. Tajon Buchanan shows up like he always does. Polster looked pretty good to me. Henry Kessler and Andrew Farrell, about the same. The back four, fine by me. Brandon Bye looked pretty good to me. I don't know who you blame. I don't think you blame anybody. It's a playoff game. Anything can happen. One leg, no matter where you are, anything can happen. This is MLS now. And the playoffs are fun because of this. The two-legged playoffs honestly stunk. And this is what happens. Hell, it could happen in 2 legs too, frankly. Supporter Shield winners, even if they do have a 2-leg playoff, over the last 10 years, only one Supporter Shield winner has got to MLS Cup and ended up winning it. Guess who that is? I think you know where I'm going with this, but I want to see if you know where I'm going with this. I heard Toronto. Yes, Toronto FC 2017, the treble team. Don't ever come at me and say, oh, but LAFC 2019 is the best team in MLS history. Oh, 98 DC United. Oh, what about the Revs? Don't come at me with that. Toronto FC is forever the best. You can never take that away from us. We are forever the best until somebody at least wins a double or a MLS Cup and CONCACAF Champions League or a U.S. Open Cup, Supporter Shield, MLS Cup, or even you could throw the CCL in there. Or if you win the CCL, Supporter Shield, and MLS Cup, nobody can take that from us. Nobody. Toronto FC is the only team to actually be the best team in the league and get to the Cup that year and win it. And besides, let me also say this. That shows you who the real great teams are in MLS. That you could actually do that. Win the Shield and win the Cup. Do the double at least. And we did a treble, but it's the Canadian Championship. So, of course, it's a treble, of course. That Toronto team was not losing to anybody in Canada. No, it wasn't happening. Nobody. So a treble it is. Hell, they could barely be beaten in CONCACAF. That team is truly great. MLS teams are not truly great like that. That team was truly great. To be a truly great MLS team, to be amongst the legends, you have to win the Shield, win the Cup. And if you can win the treble, there you go. That's even better, especially with the U.S. Open Cup. Because MLS teams don't give a crap about that anyway, frankly. Canadian Championship's easier to win, so a double for U.S. teams is like a treble for Toronto, especially in 2017. You throw the CCL in there, or Leagues Cup, there you go. But with that said, New England, you can't blame anybody. New York was the better team. Frankly, just barely they were. And honestly, they deserved to win that. New England had so much rust. I thought Colorado were the ones who were going to come in with rust. Nope, New England did. Colorado didn't need to be a well-oiled machine. New England did. With that being said, New England deserved to lose. I'm sorry, they did deserve to lose. And you can't blame anybody for it. That's football. The ball is round. Anybody can win, especially in 90 minutes, 120 penalties. Anybody can win. That's football for you. Live with it. New York were the better team. Seriously, they came in wanting it. They came in fighting. They had a good penalty shootout. They had better penalties. Simple as, they won. New England did not deserve to win that game. New York did. And Tajon Buchanan tried to win it. New England tried to win it. They couldn't do it. They couldn't overcome the rust. And they couldn't overcome the curse of the first spot. The first seed. Curse of the first seed. Yep, that's a good one. Because, yeah, it's cursed. The only team to ever get out of the first seed in MLS Cup playoffs over the past 3 years, or a bye, is the curse of the bye, is LAFC. 2019. Toronto loses in 2020. New York City FC loses to aforementioned Toronto in 2019. New York City FC does it to New England in 2021. New England beats Philly in 2020. Only one team has got out of the bye. And New York did not show up well, and Colorado lost to Portland just a couple of days ago. For that being said, New England failed a bad hurdle, failed at a bad time, and they honestly deserve to lose. Philly was the better team, point blank period. Not Philly. New York is the better team, point blank period. And now they get to play Philly in Philly on Sunday. Deservedly so. New York was better. And you can't blame anybody else for this, New England. You just lost. And having a 23-day break is probably bad, yes, but hey. Yeah, 23-day break is bad, but hey, you lost. You can't use any excuses. You lost. Plain and simple, fair and square. New England, you were not the better team. New York was. For me, the man of the match is, I would say, I would say Maxi Morales. Controlled it well in the midfield. Looked like a good player like he always does. Tati did score the goal, as well as Rodriguez, but I think Maxi Morales was the best player in this game. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe, you know what it is. Tell all your friends. Check out my Patreon, $5, $10, or $20 a month. Or just wait for my YouTube memberships next year. You'll be awesome if you do. Support the channel anyway. You'll be awesome if you do. Also support by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, hitting that big red bell notification once you subscribed. Super chats on the live streams. Putting this in playlists, sharing this with your friends and family, all that great stuff. Tomorrow, I have a live watch-along and RSR for FC Motagua versus Forge FC, CONCACAF League semifinal second leg. We'll see who wins that to face the winner of Comunicaciones and Guastatoya in the final later in December. That's how we'll finish the season, that second leg of the final. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.